Well, frustrated students cannot learn effectively. Ever had those frustrated students? Well, I'm going to show you how you can get students excited about learning music theory and avoid that frustration by showing you the exact system that I use to teach music theory concepts more effectively. I'm Gloria St. Germain from Ultimate Music Theory, and I've taught thousands of students and teachers all about music theory. And I'm about to show you how you can turn frustration into unforgettable smiles. And I'll share a little secret using pizza and donuts. No, we're not going to have a snack, but it is pretty fun. In this series, I'll reveal the top 15 reasons why you learn music theory faster through play. Plus, it sounds like fun, right? And I'll show you the must-have step-by-step strategies that I use to teach music theory concepts more effectively in an engaging, fun, and memorable way. Because play is more than meets the eye. In session 1, you met Sola and Tito and learned about modalities. Here's why you learn music theory faster through play. Reason number 2. Play is simple and complex. There are many types of play: symbolic, functional, and games with rules, just to name a few. Researchers study plays, many aspects on how children learn through play, how play impacts children's confidence, to the need for play to break up a study day. Now, learning note names can be frustrating. I mean, there's the treble clef, there's the bass clef, there's lines, there's spaces, there's pitch, there's sharps, there's flats, there's naturals. I mean, wow, right? So here's how to take these complex concepts and make it simple by learning through play. So we're going to open up the Ultimate Music Theory Party Pack, and we're going to start with the basic game pack today, which features 6 super cool laminated games. Plus, there's a guide and a chart on the back. So we're going to have a chance to play all of these games in the series that I'm doing for you. And today, we're going to play Balloon Matchup Game for learning those note names in relation to the keyboard. So here's how the game looks like, right? So there's actually 6 ways to play each game, and it's itemized on the back. I know there's a little bit of a glare here, but hopefully you can see it. And so that means there's actually 36 ways to play each of the game packs. And of course, you're going to come up with a few ideas of your own. But today, we're going to play the tabletop variation and at the piano variation. So first, we're going to do the tabletop variation with the keyboard balloon matchup game. I guess it helps if I turn it the right way. So the teacher takes a dry erase marker and draws a little circle on one of the keys. So you can see here, I'm going to just bring that closer so hopefully you can see it. So here we see Sola is sitting on middle C. So I've drawn a happy face on low C on the keyboard. And now there's a little happy face on middle C, or sorry, on low C, and Sola is sitting on middle C. So now here's a tricky thing. When you do balloon matchup, it has to be at the correct pitch. So if we take a quick peek at our balloon matchup, we'll notice that we see middle C right in the middle. And then there, of course, there's, so here's middle C. Let me find it. Ooh, it is a challenge. There it is, middle C. And then we also notice that we have low C, and we also have high C in the treble clef. So here we go, high C in the treble clef. So as you use your dry erase marker, you're simply going to draw lines down into the correct pitch. So now the answer, of course, is low C. It's way down here. And so another thing that I often do with my students is I will play that just so they can actually hear the difference. Middle C, low C, middle C, high C. So we actually make the connection in relative pitch and where it is on the staff. So that's in the bass staff. So use your dry erase marker and your eraser, and that's included in your whiteboard kit inside the Ultimate Music Theory Party Pack. So I've used my marker. So now you can kind of line it up as you go, and you can do so on the black keys. So I might circle a black key and then have my student add a sharp or a flat inside the balloon. And remember, these are laminated. So you simply simply use a dry erase marker, and then you can just erase it. So now we're going to use our whiteboard. So we've done that on our game pack. So now on the whiteboard, I'll just grab it for you. You can see here that we're also reinforcing that concept because we want to be able to write it. So now I'm going to ask you to draw the bass clef and then write the same note, low C, but this time, so here's my low C and my bass clef, and this time, hopefully you can see that, good. This time, I want you to write it as a half note. So now we're going to write our half notes, and we have to think about stem directions. So I'm going to use a little tip from the basic guide that not only shows you, I think I have my basic guide here. Yes, that not only shows you the circle of fifths, but it also indicates the stem directions as you see them at the bottom of the staff here. So let's have a little bit of UMT fun. This is called Donuts and Pizza. And again, learning through play, and that's where you're going to find ultimate music theory tips are really fun and memorable. So here's the STEM rules that are in your basic rudiments workbook on page 16. So what does donuts and pizza have to do with STEM rules? Well, here's how it works. If the note head is above the middle line, then the stem direction is down on the left. Oh, down on the left, like P in pizza. There we go. If the note is below the middle line, then the stem is up on the right, like D in donuts. So we have donuts and we have pizza. Does that sound like fun? It's kind of making me hungry. I don't know about you. So on the middle line, you get to choose, are you going to have donuts or are you going to have pizza? So because we were talking about low C, which is below the middle line, the stem direction is going to go up on the right like D in donuts. So now we've read it. We've heard it. I played it for you. We've written it. But wait, there's more. We need to play a game at the piano. So let's play Pop the Balloon. So now we're going to take our balloon game, right? And we're going to head up to the piano. And again, on the back, you're going to see the tabletop variations. There's 6 ways to play the game at the tabletop and at the piano. So now we're going to go up to the piano. And this is a really fun one. And this one that we're going to play is called Pop the Balloon. So the instructions say that you're going to use the game. So I'm taking this up to the keyboard with me, with my student, and we're going to play Pop the Balloon. And so the student has to pop the balloon by saying that note, and they're going to play it staccato. So I'm going to take my marker here, my pencil, and I'm simply going to point to different balloons. And as I'm pointing, the students, if I'm going to point to this balloon, then my student has to play C. Up here staccato. If they play it down there, then the balloon doesn't pop because they've actually played it at the incorrect pitch. So now it would be your turn to play Pop the Balloon. And, you know, it's really fun to actually play these for students and play the game. And you can even have them point and you go ahead and pop the balloon. Some of these are really fun too. I've used black keys in there. So I have my students put sharps or flats on the staff. And I think it's really engaging for them to try different things. You want to make sure that you're always observing, again, that they're at the correct pitch, correlating what's on the staff to the keys on the keyboard. So it's a really, really fun thing to do. Now, I did mention that the whiteboard has some very special features in it, and that is that you have a little circle right here at the top, right? So you can actually put in your circle of fifths, which we noticed was in the back of the basic chart. And, or you can just write donuts and pizza because that's what I was playing with my students when they were doing this. So it's just really, really a fun thing that, that hopefully you're having with your students. So now you can draw your balloons, right? Circle which ones you want your students to name, draw the corresponding lines up here. And again, there's lots of ways to play the game. On the back, you'll see at the tabletop and at the piano. Use your whiteboard so they can draw them on the staff. We always want to engage in the act of writing. And did you know that when you write, you actually retain 30 to 40% more than just by listening, regardless of your learning style, whether you're visual, auditory, or kinesthetic. So have fun with your Ultimate Music Theory Party Pack. You can click below for all the details on how you can get your party pack, which includes all the games, your Solentito stuffy Sharpies and your whiteboard, so you're all set to learn through play. So stay tuned for our next great adventure, as I will reveal the third reason why we learn more effectively, that's hard to say, when we learn through play. So have a great day and teach with passion. Sol and Tito are signing off now. Whoop. Oh, he's going for a dive. Have a great day. Teach with passion.